Retro-inspired games have totally lit up the decade, tapping into memories of old-school consoles while giving everything a quirky modern spin. They're all about that pixel-perfect art, super catchy music, and gameplay that's seriously tough but super rewarding. There's something special about jumping back into worlds that feel familiar yet fresh, loaded with Easter eggs and cheeky nods to the past. Players get hooked on the classic challenge, tight controls and handcrafted levels that just aren't as common in the big blockbuster releases. It goes to show you don't need wild graphics or huge budgets, just a bunch of creativity and pure passion for gaming. In this video, we are going to discuss about 15 best of best retro-inspired games of the decade so far. Let's get started. Celeste. So, Celeste just gets under your skin in the best way. You control Madeline as she climbs a mountain, but it's the platforming that steals the show. Tight jumps, wall climbing, and that signature mid-air dash that can be launched in any direction. Each chapter throws new mechanics and obstacles at you, like bouncy dream blocks and moving platforms, so you've always got something fresh to master. The assist mode rocks for anyone who doesn't want full pain mode, but the real thrill is learning every room and finally nailing those perfect jumps. What I love is how so much challenge comes from actual level design and player skill. Nothing cheap, just lots of aha moments after a dozen fails. The vibe is cool, kind of chill, but also intense. And the platforming is so crisp that every move feels like it's on you. For real, whether you want tough as nails gameplay or just a great story, Celeste totally hits both.
More than a weapon, it is the soul of a shinobi.
Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Talking about a wild ride, Shinobi Art of Vengeance drags you right into classic ninja chaos, but gives the formula a bunch of awesome new skills. It's all about fast, slick combat. You've got your light and heavy attacks, crazy air combos, plus fun tricks like a ground roll, air dash, and even a double jump from the start. Exploration feels cool, since finding secrets unlocks new traversal moves like cannon punch for busting down walls, so the stages keep mixing up how you approach every fight. My favourite part is ninjutsu super skills. Fill up the bar and you can literally nuke the whole screen, heal, or land big buffs. It's not just flashy, you've got to time everything too, especially with enemy poise bars and massive chainable executions for stylish finishes. Getting good at chaining stealth, attacks, and acrobatics feels super satisfying, and the boss fights are total highlights. It's retro, modern, and pure ninja fun rolled up together. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Every time you start Shredder's Revenge, it's like crashing a retro-themed party with all your friends. Controls are simple. Walk, punch, jump, and unleash radical team combos on massive waves of enemies. Whether smashing foot soldiers solo or yelling out special attacks in 6-player co-op, the combat feels responsive and wild. You choose arcade for an old-school challenge or story mode to unlock new skills and boost stats while travelling between stages. Boss battles are packed with character. Every level throws classic TMNT villains at you, each with their own silly tricks and patterns to master. In between missions, you hunt down secrets for power-ups and bonus points. The pacing never drags. Runs are snappy, and every turtle plays differently. Learning to chain attacks or dodge incoming strikes is super satisfying, while Radical Mode gives you a moment of absolute mayhem when the meter's full. It's nostalgia, but with enough twists to keep veteran and rookie fans pumped up. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Firing up Ninja Gaiden. Ragebound is instant adrenaline. The opening level wastes no time getting intense. Enemies stream at you fast, demanding sharp reflexes and careful combos, swordplay, throwing kunai, bouncing between foes, and activating wild hypercharge finishers all combine for kinetic battles. Platforming is tight too. You've got air dashes and the guillotine boost, which lets you ricochet off baddies and projectiles, chaining wild aerial sequences. Stages focus on verticality, with foes on all sides, constantly pushing you to react quickly and adapt. Boss fights up the ante, telegraphing crazy attacks and forcing you to learn their timing if you want to survive. There's always energy for your special moves if you're aggressive, which amps up the momentum even more. Each section rewards skill and punishes carelessness, but perfection feels reachable after a few runs. It's a challenge for sure, but if you love precise strategic action and frantic platforming, Ragebound is pure ninja bliss. Streets of Rage 4. This game just puts you in the mood to button mash and trash some goons. From the get-go, you're dropped into vibrant, hand-drawn city streets and hit with music that slaps. Each punch and kick has real crunch. You choose your brawler, each packed with their own moves, combos, and super attacks. Gameplay is all about chaining attacks, tossing enemies, and grabbing whatever weapons drop on the ground. Pipes, bottles, you name it. Stages have cool environmental hazards, and stacks of enemies waiting for you to clear the screen with flashy flurries. You can combo for high scores, tag in friends for couch co-op, and unlock new characters as you go. Health pickups, hidden routes, and crazy boss battles keep every level fresh. The controls are surprisingly quick. Juggling enemies and chaining finishers never gets old retro at the core with slick modern tweaks. This is classic beat-em-up chaos at its energetic best. Gravity Circuit. It fires straight into action from the title screen. No slow build, just crisp platforming with an old-school vibe. Movement is where it shines. You're zipping with jumps, grapples, and punch combos across colourful, robot-filled stages. Combat is versatile. You can slam bots, juggle with grapples, and knock out enemies for explosive clearing. Every level mixes up enemy patterns, secret areas, and vertical climbing, while robot bosses force you to master timing and strategy to win. Upgrades matter. Beating bosses unlocks new powers, from directional specials to movement boosts like a double jump or crazy pile driver. The soundtrack pulses with retro beats, making every moment hype and fun. Exploring for hidden goodies and experimenting with attacks means every stage offers something new. Controls are tight, menus are snappy, and the whole package feels built for replayability, fast-paced, varied and creative. Gravity Circuit nails everything that makes retro platformers and modern action mesh perfectly. Guns of Fury. From the first seconds, Guns of Fury sets the tempo to absolute chaos. You're dropped into twin-stick action with swarms of enemies and a dizzying selection of weapons, upgrades, and explosive abilities. Combat is loud and relentless. Dodging attacks, hunting for secrets, and juggling weapon pickups is non-stop. The game's clever Metroidvania twist opens up new map routes as you discover power-ups like double jumps, roll moves, and, eventually, giant mech suits that totally shred bad guys. There's a strategy to navigating each zone. Some puzzles require precise gun use or timing, and exploring hidden corners rewards those who take risks. Boss battles are big, bombastic, and force you to learn patterns fast or get wiped out in seconds. You can grind the shop system for ammo, upgrades, and wild gear combos, so every run feels different depending on how you spec your loadout. Guns of Fury is all about fast action, variety, and explosive fun. No dull moments here. Only lead can stop them. Starting up. Only lead can stop them feels like launching a Lost Doze shooter from the 90s. You get slammed right into a gritty, pixel-packed battleground set during the Spanish Civil War. The first thing that hits you is the fast movement and chunky gunplay, just like those old Wolfenstein and Doom clones. You're weaving through tight corridors, dodging enemy fire while managing ammo for pistols, shotguns, and rifles that each feel satisfyingly loud and punchy. Levels are packed with secret rooms, destructible walls, and plenty of health and ammo pickups. The action never lets up, with enemies spawning relentlessly and forcing you to switch up tactics on the fly. There's a focus on key hunting puzzle sections, giving it a bit of classic adventure flavour. Boss fights get wild, often demanding precise dodges and timed reloads. If you ever wondered how retro shooters mixed frantic pacing with pure run and gun action, this is a gritty, new-school throwback done right. Supplice. Honestly, Supplice jumps straight into chaos with all the kinetic energy of a 90s shooter. 1 second you're booting up, and the next you're sprinting through neon-lit corridors loaded with enemies. The gameplay is ultra-fast. Every turn feels like a drift as you run and gun around corners, unleashing futuristic weapons on hordes that come at you from every direction. The gunplay is crisp, whether you're juggling shotguns, plasma rifles, or special power-ups that change how you clear a room. Levels are sprawling, featuring a ton of secret areas and environmental hazards that keep you moving as you hunt for keys or ammo caches. Enemies scale up in difficulty, so you're constantly forced to learn attack patterns, dodge like crazy, and swap tactics mid-run. It's a blink and you're dead loop, but the respawns are snappy and checkpoints are forgiving. The colourful graphics bring modern polish to hardcore retro principles. Supplice mixes speed, challenge, and crazy firefights for pure run-and-gun adrenaline.
On the night of the full moon, Demonkind's stronghold is under siege by its worst nightmare.
Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Firing up Bloodstained Curse of the Moon feels like flipping the switch on an NES classic. Those chunky pixels, gothic backgrounds, and jump and slash platforming are pure Castlevania. You guide Zangetsu, a cursed swordsman, through branching, enemy-filled stages, unlocking allies along the way. 1 second you're swinging swords, next you've swapped to an alchemist with powerful spells, or a whip-wielding explorer, all with the press of a button. Each character brings unique movement or attacks, so swapping mid-level lets you reach new secrets and handle tricky enemies. If a hero dies, you lose their abilities until the next level, so balancing everyone is crucial. Level design keeps you guessing, from vertical climbs to hidden paths and crazy boss fights with shifting attack phases. You've got classic mechanics, knockback on hits, limited lives and tough enemies. But unlimited lives and boss rush modes add modern options. If you crave fast, challenging retro platforming, Curse of the Moon absolutely delivers. Cyber Shadow opens with pure vintage energy. You're a cybernetic ninja jumping right into an industrial city ravaged by machines. The pixel art pops, but it's the gameplay that really locks you in. You start with a basic sword, hacking and slashing through tight enemy-packed corridors, but every victory and upgrade brings new ninja powers, throwing shuriken, sprinting dash attacks, and tricky wall jumps. Levels branch, snake, and backtrack like Ninja Gaiden or Mega Man, always challenging your timing and reflexes. Boss battles get wild, throwing complex patterns and enemy waves you can only beat with perfectly timed parries and well-placed attacks. The difficulty is classic hard, but checkpoints and upgradable respawn boosts help modernize it just enough. If you stick it out, learning enemy patterns and how each move works, sprinting through levels becomes a proper test of speed and skill. For anyone who wants a new take on NES platformers with smooth controls and sharp action, Cyber Shadow's got it. Sonic Mania. Boot up Sonic Mania, and you zoom right into a burst of colour, loops, and pure kinetic platforming nostalgia. The controls are tight. Play as Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles, each with signature moves like drop dash, flying, or wall climbing. The game's a wild ride through 13 zones, remixing classics like Green Hill and introducing all new areas packed with hidden routes, vertical climbs, and elaborate boss battles. Enemy placement, speed boosters, and trap layouts keep you thinking fast, while giant rings send you to pseudo 3D bonus stages where you chase UFOs for Chaos Emeralds. Every act ramps up the challenge, adding new hazards and mechanics, yet lets you power through with fluid momentum. Co-op and competition modes crank up the party replay factor, and unlocking medals opens extra features for next playthroughs. Sonic Mania nails what feels good about classic platforming. Speed, spontaneity, and a dash of skill, while serving up endless reasons to replay with friends.
Will you try again?
The poison. It's coming from this tower.
We must save the village.
Astalon Tears of the Earth. Starting Astalon Tears of the Earth is like stepping into a hard-as-nails NES adventure. With a twist. You juggle 3 heroes, a knight, a rogue, and a mage, each switching on the fly to beat obstacles, bosses, and enemies. Combat is simple but snappy. Sword swings and bow shots stack fast, but timing jumps and attacks is crucial against swarming monsters and nasty traps. Level design is a sprawling, interconnected tower with secret rooms, environmental hazards, and upgrades scattered everywhere. You unlock new abilities as you go, letting you tackle earlier challenges from new angles or access previously blocked routes. Bonfires save your progress, letting you experiment without punishing deaths. Though, if you're under-leveled, bosses are no joke. Every run builds your heroes up, and by the end you're blasting through rooms with power to spare. The gameplay loop is pure Metroidvania. Explore, upgrade, replay, and the pixel art plus soundtrack keep it old school cool all the way through. Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars honestly brings back those blue-skied SNES-RPG feelings. It's all about exploration, turn-based battles, and a party of misfit heroes. You explore with Valere and Zale, choosing your lead and swapping party members as you travel the world, climb cliffs, swim rivers, and hunt for secrets in a lush, pixel-perfect environment. Combat gives you plenty of choice. Attack, use elemental powers, heal, revive, and manage mana for super moves. It's strategic. Enemies build up locks that can be broken by matching types, adding a puzzle layer to every round. Timing button presses maximizes both attack and defense, rewarding skill and attention. Swapping in backup party members mid-battle lets you adapt tactics instantly, and charging up team combos is both powerful and visually epic. Bosses have wild attack patterns and require elemental savvy, so there's always a new challenge. Completing side quests unlocks alternate endings, making every playthrough feel unpredictable and fresh. Prison City. Prison City greets you with deep 80s and 90s action flavor. It's a tough-as-nails platformer where you choose stages Mega Man style, exploring everything from highways to factories. You run, jump, and attack with a versatile chakram, which gains upgrades through each stage and can be aimed for tricky shots or bounced around obstacles. Traversal isn't just run and gun. You'll hang from pipes, crawl grates, and nail long jumps with well-timed slides. Each level's got 3 big goals: grabbing all chakram upgrades, finding boss keys, and nabbing secret rooms for health boost. Boss battles demand quick reactions, as wild attack patterns and huge health bars turn fights into wars of attrition. If things get tough, you can toggle difficulty, making it accessible for everyone. Bonus mini-games, parody classics, busting cars or defusing bombs adds flavor. Every power-up lost after taking damage keeps tension high and makes every victory feel earned. Prison City's gameplay is pure retro grit. All right, that was crazy fun to dive into. Honestly, retro-inspired games really know how to keep us hooked. Whether it's intense platforming, wild boss fights, or knuckle-biting shooters, the vibe is always energetic. These picks all bring something special, and it's cool seeing old-school designs get such creative upgrades. If you love ploughing through challenges, hunting secrets, or just chilling to sweet pixel tunes, you're in for endless good times. Thanks for watching.